This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
It's Wednesday, May 27th, and time for the Barbados Today Evening Update. A warm welcome to you. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. The big news at this hour is still the unfolding international football scandal. Earlier today, we reported that 7 of 14 FIFA officials, including CONCACAF boss Jeffrey Webb of the Cayman Islands, were arrested in Switzerland this morning. Now, the latest word is that Trinidad and Tobago's Jack Warner is now out on $2.5 million TT bail after an arrest warrant was issued for him by the U.S. Department of Justice. The former FIFA vice president, one of the 14 people indicted on corruption charges, surrendered to police this afternoon following the warrant requesting that he be extradited to face several charges in a New York court. So far, no officials from Barbados have been implicated in the scandal. However, speaking to Barbados Today from his hotel room in Switzerland, head of the Barbados Football Association, Randy Harris, said the developments come as a complete shock and described it as a sad day for football in the Caribbean while defending the integrity of the local football association. Meantime, a former BFA president, Ronald Jones, said he had no comment to make since he had been out of football for 4 years now. In other news, the young woman charged in connection with the discovery of a gun at a funeral last month has been remanded to prison until June 24. Alana Nikita Crystal Nave, a chef who lives at Ashby Alley, St. Michael, was not required to plead to the indictable charge of possession of an unlicensed firearm on April 20 at the funeral of Adriana Sobers. She appeared in the District A Magistrates Court before Magistrate Alliston Seal today. Last week, Kerry Shaquille Thompson and Akmal Taril Haynes were also charged in connection with the incident, were remanded to prison. The autopsy on the body of Shemar Weekes is expected to resume soon. The procedure was postponed on May 19th after police officials decided that the services of a forensic expert was needed to conduct the post-mortem. A clinical pathologist had started the procedure on the 12-year-old's body, who was found hanging at his Friars Well, St. Lucie home. Assistant Commissioner responsible for crime management, Mark Thompson, tells Barbados Today the pathologist is expected on the island by Friday. In more developments, Barbados records its highest tourist arrivals in 25 years. The country welcomed a 15.1% increase in long-stay visitor arrivals for the first quarter of this year, and upbeat tourism officials are promising to up the ante when it comes to marketing the island in an effort to keep the momentum and improve areas that have witnessed less than favorable performances. Alvin Gemert is the chairman of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc.
All 3 months recorded double-digit increases, with the month of February recording the highest increase with 20%. January recorded 56,209 arrivals. February reached 57,815 arrivals, and March realized 57,447 arrivals. This was a very strong winter season. The Caribbean Tourism Organization has predicted a 5% increase in long-stay arrivals for the region for the entire year, and we believe our performance in this first quarter bodes well for us to comfortably exceed this target.
Acting General Secretary of the National Union of Public Workers, Rosalind Smith, signals intentions to take the concerns of disgruntled custom guards and officers to her National Council. Following what was described as a robust discussion with workers at union headquarters this morning, Smith told reporters that the council needed to make the final decision on the union's next move. regarding government's plans to move the Custom and Excise Department to the Barbados Revenue Authority by July 1.
The issue still related to the absence of certain documentation which we need to fully appraise the workers of. We are still looking at the matters dealing with the appointments and those persons who are acting ahead in terms of supersessions. The workers were quite clear that they will not be moving forward until their concerns are met, and they're very adamant, and obviously the union will have to take their concerns to the National Council so that we will be in a position down the road, if there's need for action, that the council will sanction that action.
The National Council was scheduled to meet today. However, it is unclear whether the matter will be raised.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Farley Hill, Crane Beach, fried chicken at Pug's Bar. All parts of Barbadian life that some might know, but others don't. So join me, Katrina Marshall, as I go about town and across country, peeking into tucked away districts and liming with the people who bring them to life. About town and across country, coming soon to Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To news from the region, the Jamaica government says it will not budge from its offer of a 5% wage increase to members of the country's police force. That was the message delivered in a letter from State Minister in the Ministry of Finance, Horace Daly, to the JCF's annual two-day conference underway in Montego Bay, St. James. According to reports, officers are restive and have described the latest move by the government as a means of dilly-dallying around with the issue at hand. And finally, on the international scene, at least 17 Iraqi soldiers were killed in a series of suicide attacks by ISIS militants in Anbar province in the last 2 days. According to reports, the militants launched a wave of car bombings outside the ISIS-held city of Fallujah on Tuesday night, killing the soldiers. The attacks came mere hours after pro-government forces began an operation to drive the jihadists out of Anbar. And on that note, we come to the end of this evening's updates, but we'll be back again tomorrow morning. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. Subscribe to our e-paper, our email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Isumi Media and bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 online TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. Have a wonderful evening.
This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.